Hollerin with Hollenbeck.
Holleback. Joey Hollenbeck. I don't want anything on my head.
Well, don't get too close.
No, I got a hat on my head. I got earphones on my head.
Yeah, you do.
I'm not hearing the intro music. We don't do that anymore.
Did you want to hear it? Well, I didn't have it queued up.
I feel like it gets me in the mood.
Does it?
Yeah.
Well, it's going to take me a while to set it back up.
Hey, don't worry about it then.
I won't.
Don't worry about it.
I won't.
I got something going on.
No,
here?
it's just me. It's just me. I'm kidding. All right, we got another episode of Joey Hollenbeck, Hollerin the Hollenbeck.
Let's go.
Hollerin with the Hollenbeck. Hollerin with Hollenbeck. Hey, I was Holleback.
Mm-hmm.
Those nicknames.
Yeah.
What's your favorite one? Of all your nicknames.
All my nicknames?
Of all your nicknames. And
Sweet meat.
And you can now throw in Halupa.
Sweet meat.
Sweet meat?
I didn't give myself that.
Who
name.
calls you that?
Everybody.
No one calls you that.
Okay, let's see. Holla is where it's at. Like Brad and D and a bunch of other
Holla.
One of
What's
my
up,
boys
Holla?
just have Holla in their phone. Like Holla.
Do you ever get
Holla?
like, are you like JH? Does anyone like do that? Or
People call me like J Holla or J or Holla. A lot of people just call me Holla.
Did you ever want to go by JB? Was there any point in your life where you wanted to go by
JB?
Yeah. No, did you ever try to reinvent yourself? Did you ever say like, hey, like call me JoJo?
No, bro, because here's the shitty thing about that whole thing. So my real name's Joseph, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Joseph Bradley.
All right.
Okay. The issue
wait, hold on. I know we make fun of Brad a lot. But I'm a little jealous right now.
Why?
Because he's got your middle name. And like him and I are in a beef right now. And like we're
You
trying
didn't let me finish my whole name.
Oh, you want to go to Travis? Okay, cool. No, I get this. I get this.
I'm joking, yeah. So it's Joseph.
You want to go from JB to JT?
No,
I get it. I get
so
it.
It's Joseph Bradley, right? And then so my issue is like I was always so big. Like when I got to college and everything, like these dudes are like, "Yo, you're an animal. I can't call you Joey." And I'm like, "That's my name." And they're like, "Well, I'm gonna call you Joe. I'm never gonna call you Joey ever." And I'm like, "All right, but my name's Joey." But okay, cool.
Yeah.
I just always went by Joey.
But see, I tried reinventing myself one time.
You did?
Yeah.
I never tried to reinvent myself. I always had confidence.
I was trying to do whatever I could to get some street cred. I need some girls to look at me, man. And so there was a point where my uncles called me Travi. And that was like when I was like in like 4th, 5th grade. I thought that was like, it like kind of hit, and then it stuck. And then they all call me Travi.
Yo, that's
Travi.
a banger.
And I'm like, I didn't.
It's some Star Wars shit right there.
Yeah, that is. Jedi, Travi, put those together.
Okay.
Like they just dropped the S, Travi.
Okay.
And so this one time, I remember when I was at in 5th grade, Mrs. Van Epps, and we had a substitute, and they would go around. They'd say, okay, if you're Jonathan, say that your name's John, so I know. If your name is, Christopher, let us know if we need to call you Chris. And so if just let us know, just when I'm doing the roll call. And so they'd say the attendants, Anna, you here? Here. They get to me, Travis. And I'm like, call me. And I did the arm thing. Travis.
I see, bro.
And and the kids laughed. The kids thought it was hilarious. The funny thing is, half the stuff I do, I'm serious about, but everyone thinks I'm joking, which I'm like, oh yeah, I was totally joking about that Travis thing. Like, yeah, right, guys? That's so stupid.
You just walking outside at recess just kicking rocks. That's so stupid.
But they think it was hilarious. I thought it was the greatest thing in the world. One time when I think I told you this already, I don't know if it was you or somebody else, but I was walking from the senior locker bay bathrooms.
Yeah, you told me.
Yeah. I pretended I did it on purpose because girls were giggling. I'm like, oh yeah, I did that. But in reality, that was straight up like...
Yeah, toilet paper on your shoe.
Toilet paper on the shoe.
Bro, have you ever been in like okay, so let me give you a story about like what you're saying right now. It's similar.
Okay.
Where I'm in college and we're in this auditorium. Not an auditorium. It's just like... It's like what you see in the movies, right? Like the professor's down low and it kind of goes up. And
okay.
It's not like super wide. It's not like anything, but there's probably like...
Kind of an auditorium feeling.
Yeah, auditorium feeling. But there's probably 150, 200 kids, students in there. And she's like, okay, first day. She's like, we're going to go around the room. I forget what class it was. I don't remember, but the professor was super cool. But she's like, we're going to start with you on the person in the front row on the right-hand side. And we're going to go through the entire room. And everybody's going to stand up. And you're going to tell me what animal you would be if you could be an animal. right?
There
So
you go.
everybody's going through
There
their
you go.
stuff, whatever.
I'm a cheetah because I'm fast.
No, you didn't have to explain anything. You just had to say it.
Oh, okay.
My name is so and so, and this is what I am.
Right.
Gets to me. I'm like sitting middle of the deal, right?
Pork belly pig.
Next to my.
What was yours?
Whoa, bro!
No, like bacon. You like bacon?
No, come on.
No.
No, I stand up. I stand up in there, and I'm like, I'd be a bear. And she goes, oh, and I go, but not a mean bear, more like a teddy bear. Literally, I'm not joking. Literally after that, she never forgot who I was, nor did probably half of the people in the classroom. I was always, everybody knew who I was after that.
Any guys come to you later and say, I like bears?
And my college roommate was sitting next to me. He's like, yo, that was dope. That was good. He's like, that was good.
But that's what they call big hairy dudes in the community.
Teddy bears?
No, like bear, like a bear.
Well, that's what I was kind of going with, but then I flipped the script on everybody, and everybody was
good.
like, oh.
That's good, dude.
Ooh. Just panties. Boom.
Slinging it.
I'm joking.
You pulled them right off and
No.
you slung them around?
No. Mine?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'm joking.
That's actually really good, though. So
That's a good one, right? That was a good icebreaker.
And the good
hey,
thing is...
Hey, Trav, real quick. I know that we've been doing this for 41 episodes now.
Yeah.
This is our 41, 40,
It's like 42nd. We're almost to the 50. We're almost to your age. It's crazy. I can't believe you haven't punched me yet. I can't believe that we've gone 42 and you haven't punched me in the face.
I got 2 more Modelos to go through, bro. I got like almost 3 more Modelos to go through. We don't know. The night's still a puppy. You don't know.
What are you going to say, though? 40? What are you going to say?
Well, 40. You said something. What did you say to me?
You said we've done this how many times? And I've never heard that story? Or
No, I was going to tell you have to have like... I forgot what I was going to say now because you cut me off because you're being a dick. I totally forgot what you were going to say, bro.
Okay. So I like that. I really do appreciate because the thing what you did, when you told those people, you're like, hey, I'm a bear, but I'm a teddy bear.
No, I kind of came at it hard, though. I'd be a bear.
It's stuck.
But not like a bear, like a teddy bear.
It's stuck in their minds.
Yeah, nobody wanted to forget me after that.
Did anyone call you teddy bear?
No.
I think it's kind of cute.
I wasn't trying to be cute. I was just trying to say, like, I'm a bear, but I'm also a teddy bear.
I'm also a teddy bear.
Also a teddy bear.
I'm bipolar. I can either be a bear or a teddy bear. Who knows what day it is?
Wow, I feel like you're really diving into this. Okay. You ever been Pfeiffer before?
Oh man! All right. Well, so no nicknames for you.
I told you them already, but I didn't like make up my own.
No, I know. I mean, but you don't have like a favorite. Or no, you didn't reinvent yourself. Never reinvented yourself.
No.
Did you see anybody that you knew grow up to kind of reinvent themselves, or do you think they were always hiding in a way and they just couldn't do it? They couldn't actually come out to
reinvent themselves.
Yeah, after high school,
bro. I got we talked about my boy Nick Thompson. Yeah. Mm-hmm. He's always just kind of been a free spirit, and then he like moved down to Vegas and was like killing it down there, and he's like in a band,
playing the band. So,
yeah, he's playing a band. He's got a wife and daughter, but the dude was like one of my best friends still to this day. I know we don't talk enough, but still like dude's legit. But he's tatted up and he's just like he's just living this like free spirit lifestyle. And it's like dope to see because it's like that's who he always has been. But the guy is like can tell you anything about sports. He can tell you anything about like anything that has to do with sports, whatever. But like the dude's just like literally just like a world of knowledge of like everything. And he's just like screw it. I don't care what people think about me. Doing his thing. I love it.
So do you ever like pull out the old class photos?
Me
from back in the day?
Trev, I'm not stuck in INCLA.
Okay, well I am.
You. Oh, you gonna pull out a yearbook or something?
Yeah. So what I do? No, I haven't done it yet. But with the class photos, it's pretty interesting. You can like at the time, so and so was just that person. Like that was it. Like maybe you knew that they liked Tonka trucks, or maybe they liked Teenage Mutant Turtles, or whatever.
What are you talking? What grade are we talking about?
I'm like class photos. Like I'm talking like first, second, third, fourth grade. Like
people try to tag me and stuff like that on like social media, and I'm like,
Well, that's like, whatever. I'm too cool for that.
No, I'm not like that. But I'm just like, yeah, it's funny. But like, obviously, everybody grew up.
But the truth is, though, is that now you
Except for you.
at the time when you were a kid, you never. At the time when you were a kid, you never thought about that. You never thought about what their future is. But now you can go across that and you see that person. Oh, that person is on drugs or battled drugs. This person got pregnant early. This person went on to be create their own business. This person, like, it's so crazy to kind of see that at the time we were all at this, like in the race, all kind of bundled together.
Yeah.
But now, as everyone has grown up, obviously branched out. And it's crazy to see where some people are compared to others.
I see what you're saying. Yeah. I see what you're saying now.
Yeah.
For sure. Absolutely. Like I'm friends with a lot of people that like were in my same class and like this and that, especially on like social media stuff. And it's just like, damn, that's cool. Like that's dope that what they're doing. Or like,
right.
Just like even just little stuff like people building companies or just making names for themselves and doing different things. It's
right.
like cool to see. Like I'm a huge supporter of that. That's awesome.
And has anyone ever kind of like hit you up for like life advice or anything crazy or anything like as you were kind of growing up through your life? Did you have anybody kind of like, hey, Joe, like, yeah,
now
that
I
you
get it a lot
talked
more
to in a while?
I get it a lot more now, but like during the time, man, I felt like it was all just a huge like whirlwind, man, because I was just like, what can I do to get myself the best possible chance to be on this NFL team? Or like, I'm in Minneapolis training right now for freaking 6 weeks, and or I'm doing all this crazy stuff all over the world, like just trying to like get to the point to where I can have a name for myself. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so now that everything's like slow, way down for me,
right?
Like I feel like now I can help people and give more advice and I have more people reach out to me. But during that time, bro,
you were so focused.
I was gone. Like I was like I didn't care. I would train every day. I would do everything. Like,
and it was a little different back then too, because probably people, unless they had your phone number, right, or they had your address.
Yeah, social media wasn't crazy then.
Right, social media is now you can just DM anybody anywhere at any time. You know,
you've been DMing a lot of people.
Oh, it's all I do. They call me the DM madman. I just DM people I don't even know. Like I'm like, hey, bro, help me out with my future.
Okay.
No, I FaceTime them. I don't even know them, and I FaceTime them. I just dial random phone numbers and go FaceTime immediately.
Okay, you're fishing.
I'm fishing. Question.
You got some?
This is like gonna be some rapid fire.
Let's go. I'm good with rapid fire.
First cassette tape you ever owned?
First cassette tape
ever owned?
Ever?
Yeah.
Beastie Boys.
Really?
For real. I used to have a boombox, bro, that was like probably 2 foot tall by probably like 3 foot wide, and it had 4 speakers on the bottom with all the tricked out stuff.
Yeah.
And you could hit a button and the lights would go to the music around the speakers. But the thing would be like it'd be like my whole arm length to hold it up.
Yeah.
To like be able to like hold it up. Like old school. Like that's like remember when like back in the day when like people would be like breakdancing and stuff like that. They had big ass boom boxes.
Yeah.
I had one of those. And my first tape was like Beastie Boys. Licensed to
What
Ill.
was your favorite song?
Licensed to Ill. Brass Monkey.
Brass Monkey.
Still one of the best.
That funky monkey.
Oh, jeez,
You should have done it.
Shouldn't have done it. Actually, that whole tape is dope. But then I got a record player, and I would go like old school classic stuff and do like I still got a record player at the house.
So what records did you used to rock?
Aerosmith, like old school Aerosmith, like Led Zeppelin, like
really?
Yeah.
And was it from your parents' collection type of this? Like where would you go to Goodwill and get? Where would you get all this? Like
remember we used to have a freaking record store right here in Enumclaw.
Where at?
It used to be called Bluebird, right next to where like the health food store is.
So I'm too young for that, bro. I'm a millennial. I don't remember that.
No, it's because you lived in Selleck and you never got to come downtown. That's all.
I've never seen a record before. I've heard of them.
I got a record player at the house, but it's dope because you can get like you can go on Amazon and order like NWA like the vinyl. You can get any vinyl.
I got Dr. Dre 2001 on vinyl.
Yeah, so you can get like all like that type of stuff. So it's awesome to listen to. It's great. I love it. Got that vinyl, buddy.
Got that vinyl, bro. But
I don't discriminate when it comes to music. I love it. I love it all. I'll listen to everything.
My favorite thing was when my kids or when my parents, they had War. Not the song War. What is it good for? Everyone thinks, oh, War? No, but I had like Cisco Kid was a friend. Like those Lowrider and all day. And so anyway,
the Lowrider song. What's on?
I was doing that the other day, singing that and this and that on Facebook Live, and my mother-in-law and I, my mother-in-law and I connected. She's like, I went to war concerts. I loved war. And like, that was like a huge thing for a mother-in-law and like a son-in-law to like bond on music. That was pretty sweet. It was like a cool little thing.
Right on, man. Right on. I need to start getting some Hawaiian music on vinyl.
So
that's my next purchases.
Okay. All right. You got a hula skirt for real?
That J book.
You got a hula skirt for real for you?
It's called a muumuu. That's what they're called. And I remember that dude I was telling you with that I was living next to in Colorado.
Yeah.
That basically we all like basically became family, and like the wives like came back and they brought me one and the whole nine.
Really?
I'm in the crew. Yeah.
So are they living? Where are they living? Where are those guys living at?
I don't know now.
So if you were to reconnect with them, you think they'd be like, "Come on, Joe."
Oh, for sure. For no question.
It'd be awesome, man. Would it be crazy one day to just walk?
I got a whole family that they're like 3 or 4 brothers and all their cousins and everybody from actually American Samoa that live here, and I talk to them all the time.
Really?
Yeah, Tavita and a couple other guys. Phi, they're dope.
Really?
Yeah, they're super. And it's great. It's the same vibe. Call me like, hey, bitch, and I'll be like, what? Like, come on, we're having a barbecue. Come over. And it's like literally like more food than you could ever imagine.
Man. All right. Well, so your first vinyl. Do you remember your first vinyl?
Aerosmith.
Aerosmith. That's when you went to the Bluebird record store.
No, I don't remember how I got that vinyl actually, but it was like the old school. It wasn't like any like the new stuff. It was like their original, like old stuff.
I don't know if I
wish I still had some of those old vinyls because those are probably like worth some money.
I found it in Goodwill. Now I don't know if my ex-wife has it still or if I got it, but Michael Jackson.
Yeah, I used to have that.
Where he's laying on the side.
We were talking cassette tapes. We were talking cassette tapes.
I know. Vinyl. On his side, the one, whatever
I
one.
know exactly what it is.
Still in the plastic.
Oh, snaps.
Dude. I feel like that could be worth like $1,000.
Maybe, I don't know.
You know, did you ever watch like, what is it, Antique Roadshow?
You all right?
Yeah, I'm just getting antsy.
Oh, really? You want to go?
Oh, dude, listen, we got a trampoline out there.
Oh, you want to play Break the Egg?
I'm ready to roll. Did you ever watch Antique Roadshow? Like, you ever get bored?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah, bro.
Were you ever surprised? Like they bring it out, they'd be like, I got this World War II, or no, let's say with this Civil War rifle, pristine condition. Got it from my great grandfather who fought. I got the whole thing, and they would bring it to him, and they look at it and they go, yeah, that it is. It's authentic. It's perfect. It's great. How much do you think it's worth? And the guy's like, oh, I don't know, like 25,000, maybe 50,000. Like, actually, it's worth $850. And you're just like, oh, okay.
Well, then somebody comes in with like a teacup, and they're like, oh, how much do you think it's worth? They're like $20, maybe $50. They're like, wrong, $4,000.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
Okay. Now, you want to know what the modern day Antique Roadshow is?
It's the
Pawn Stars.
Pawn Stars, yeah.
And those guys are hosing everybody.
Everybody. They know it's authentic. Like, that's authentic. That's probably going to be worth $500,000. Oh, I can tell that's fake. I'll take it off your hands for like $500 though.
Who's your favorite on that show? Chumley.
I actually like the main dude.
I can't watch that show anymore. I like the grandpa, the dad, the old dude.
What was your favorite reality show when it came out? When the
Real World.
Oh,
back in the day, Real World.
Chaz? No,
Real World, and then it went to like and then it went to like Jersey Shore. I watched every episode of Jersey Shore. Bro.
Were you about that GTL life? Gym tan laundry? Were you all about that gym tan laundry?
I mean, I do the gym and laundry, and then I get normal sunshine, vitamin D. I don't go to the tanning beds, but yeah.
You're all about Real World. Now, did you ever get into Survivor? Did you ever get?
I watched a little bit of Survivor.
Yeah, me
back
too.
in the day.
No,
I never got hooked on it. I still watch like Naked and Afraid.
Do you?
Yeah, I like that.
That's my life every day.
Naked and Afraid.
Oh yeah.
Naked and I'm a bitch. Naked and I'm a bitch.
The Joey Hollenbeck story.
Naked and an animal.
That was Selleck Selleck was Naked and Afraid. That's
hey, on the real. I heard that's where their next episode's gonna be. Naked and Afraid.
Real.
Naked and Afraid. In Selleck.
And they're like, oh yeah, we've been there forever.
I've been doing that shit for years.
Dude, I liked Rev Run. When Run.
I never got into that.
The
I
one,
watched a little bit of it. I could never get into it.
the one I got into big time, Robin Big. I loved Robin
Oh,
Big.
I love Robin Big. Oh, for sure.
So good.
Oh, you want to hear a good story about that real quick?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I had their shoes.
I mean, I didn't get that crazy.
Big
into
black
it.
shoes.
All right, so I'm playing in Denver, and we have like down the road from this place that we were staying called Uno's Chicago style pizza. Right on Sundays, because we would play all over the different. This is when I was playing in the Arena League for 2 years. So we would play at different times. We'd play on a Friday night or we'd do whatever. So if we played on a Friday night and didn't have a game till the following Saturday, we'd have like 3 days off. And it's hot as shit in Denver. And it's like, because we'd go, training camp would be like February, and we would, if we went all the way, it would go to like
August?
July, August.
Yeah.
So,
It gets hot later.
bro, and so we're sitting there, and so this Chicago style Uno's place, like on Sundays, bro, it was buy one, get one free, anything you want at the bar, like drinks. They switched that up real quick after we figured that out. After about 2-3 times of us going there with 10 dudes, they switched that shit up real quick. Because we were like, I remember one time they're like, I don't know, I was probably drinking Bud Light or something, so it wasn't crazy, but they would give you like 22 ounces, like a tall glass 22 ounce beer, but they'd only charge for the one. And I'm like sitting there and we're going and like everybody's hanging out, whatever. And they're like, she's like, hey, I'm like, what? But they knew who we were because we'd go there every Sunday we could. And so I'm like, she's like, hey, I gotta cut you off for like an hour. I'm like, why? She's like, because I got 17 22 ounces in here, and that's not including all your free ones. So it's 1 for 1, 22 ounces. She's like, my boss is thinking, but she's like, you're totally fine. But I'm like, and I was like 3:30, like playing then too.
Right.
So I was like, okay. I'm like, I get it. Can I have a glass of wine then? She's like, no. But so
Anything? Can I have some paint?
no, come on. So my boy Chris Angel lives in Portland, and he lives in Portland now, but and he did that time too. But he's like a DB, and so we're sitting there, and brings one of his boys in, and he's in town, and they're crazy. The dudes they played with in college, and so we're sitting there, and Robin Big's on, and it's just the three of us in there, like on a Sunday, having a couple beers. Nothing crazy. Well, we were turning it up, but we're not getting like crazy turned up. And so Robin Big's on, and we're like watching it, and that's the one where he comes out as like black lavender or something.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, I'll do that shit tomorrow at the pool. Joking, right? I'm like joking. I'm just talking shit.
Yeah.
Bro, that's one dude. That's one dude. For real. Listen, that's one dude you do not talk shit to. Because he's like, okay, done. And I'm like, I joked about it a little bit. You know me, I'm a jokester. So I joke about it a little bit. And then I'm like, all right, game over. And so we go back to the house. We're partying, doing whatever. I'm like, all right, I'm going to bed. They bounce to their apartment or whatever. And at like 9 a.m., I'm like, I get this. I'm like, who in the shit is at my door right now at 9 a.m.? Like, we just stayed up till whatever time. I'm like, I'm not answering it. Keeps going. I'm like, bro. All right. So get up, get out of bed, go to the door. I'm like, what? He's like, let's go. I'm like, where are we going? He's like, we're going to Dick's, dude. We got to get you a Speedo. We're going to the pool today. so we got this Olympic-sized pool at our place, right? And it's like people everywhere around this pool. Like the Paulies are like freaking grilling for us that day. Everybody's there. The whole freaking team's there, right? And I'm like, all right, let's go. I'm like, we're going to stop at the liquor store, though. Because in Denver at the time, the only place you could buy like a real beer was a liquor store and whatever else. So we grab beers. We grab a bottle of like tequila or something. And so we're like taking shots and hammering beers and whatever. And then I'm like, all right, dude. So let's go to this sporting goods place. Go to the sporting goods place. Dude, my thighs were like bigger, way bigger than they are now. Like squatting and doing all this stuff while I was playing. And I'm like, okay. So I'm like, bro, they don't have a Speedo that's going to fit me. For real. They don't have a Speedo at a common place that's going to fit your boy. And they're like, well, let's squeeze you into this large then. Like, go try it on. So I go to the freaking changing room, try this thing on. I'm like, dude, I might be able to pull this thing off, bro. I mean, it looked like I was smuggling grapes, but I was like, I might be able to pull this thing off. So I'm like, hey guys, I think it fits. And I open the door, walk out. I'm like, what do you think? They're like, done, take it off. We're buying it. So then we go buy this thing, and we go. Then we go back to the place, to the house, have a couple beers, whatever. And then they're like, pool time, big dog. Let's go. So
you actually did it.
I'm like, fuck it, let's go. So I threw some swim trunks on over, right?
Yeah.
Walked to the pool. They're like, but you can't just drop this thing and jump in. You got to make a full lap around this Olympic-sized pool.
Just walk like
you got to walk all the way around,
like
the whole night. I'm like, I'm a confident gentleman. I'll do that.
Right.
I'll do that.
Right.
So it was black, so it was slimming.
Yeah.
So I get to the pool and everybody's like, why is Joe standing over there in the corner? They're like, oh, you're going to see, bro. You're going to see. And I just dropped my swim trunks and I just got that speed on. Dudes are losing it, dude.
Did you power walk it? Were you like...
No. I just took
America's
a stroll.
Knock,
I took a stroll.
I
had like a, I don't know what we were drinking, a can of something, beer. And I just took a stroll. Just went night. I was like waving at people, like talking to them. How you doing? Like this and that. And
that's awesome.
And so then it was like a joke. Everybody's laughing. I'm like, screw it. Everybody see me now. At this point, I'm like, I'm going to own it. So I just wore that bitch all day long. And so, but that night we were going to Elway's house for a team barbecue.
Wait, shut up.
Yeah. So
wait. Time out. John Elway?
Yeah.
Have you met John Elway?
Yeah, he was the owner of our team. He was at the facility every day. And our facility.
Did he see you in the Speedo?
No, but I'm getting to this.
But he wasn't there at the pool. What you're saying?
No.
Okay. Keep going.
So we got a big pool party going on later that night. We got a pool party going on later that night at Elway's house and a big, huge catered barbecue thing. So
it's a great story so far.
So we're like, bro, we're literally like, so I make the walk around and then I was like, screw it, I own it. So then we hang out there and we get pretty tanked up. And so as I'm like walking out or going to grab my shorts, this like mom walks up to me. She's like, I just want you to know you could actually pull that off. I'm like, well, thank you. They just bend down, like, and not bend over all the way, but just like drop to a knee and like grab my shorts.
Grab the shorts.
Grab my shorts.
So how long were you in the Speedo at Elway's?
We weren't at Elway's at that point.
Okay. Then, keep going. Okay.
So then I'm like, I'm not wearing a Speedo at freaking Elway's pool party. Right. So we get there and like everybody's talking about it. And Elway comes up to me. He's like, hey, Joe. I'm like, what? He's like, that's why I fucking love O-linemen. I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, I love O-linemen. I go, why? He goes, because you guys are batshit crazy. And I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, I heard about your Speedo thing. He's like, I'm like, oh, you didn't hear the half of it. So he's like, grab me a beer. Come over here and sit back over here. So I'm sitting next to him and his Playboy girlfriend. Wow. Playboy model girlfriend at this deal. And so we're sitting there and he's laughing, but I'm wasted. I'm pretty wasted.
Yeah.
Which isn't that big a deal because everyone is. But I'm pretty wasted. And like, I turn around and I'm like, look at Angel, and I'm like, bro, I'm getting nothing but horse teeth right now. And I'm saying, wait, bro. And Angel looks at me, he's like, give me like the cross, like slip the neck thing. He's like, bro, you're talking too loud. And I'm like, nothing but horse teeth. And like, Ellis, like, I don't know if you heard me or not. So I go grab us more beers and come back, sit down, and he's just laughing still, like laughing at me and like this and that. I mean, I could have got fired that day, but I didn't.
I'm getting nothing but horse teeth. So you never dropped trow and just showed off the...
No, I changed at that point. But
you didn't have it on you. It was back at the hotel room kind of thing, or back in your room or whatever?
Back in my apartment, yeah. I mean, that thing, I was starting to lose circulation, bro. I had to take that thing off. I had it on for like 4 hours that day. It was a large.
I'm getting nothing but horse teeth.
Dude, my guys still tell the story. They're like, you're crazy, dude. I'm like, I was wasted.
Dude, I'm so proud of you.
What?
I mean, as a former Mr. EHS, to see you just go and like that is what you would do in the talent thing. Come on, bro. When they said bathing suit, remember they had the bathing suit competition?
Bro, did you do that?
I didn't do Speedo. No.
What did you do?
I just had...
You just come in like a dry wetsuit?
No, I came out to I'm Too Sexy, and then me and Mark had a dance to I'm Too Sexy, Mark Drummond. So that's how I won it. Whatever.
Yeah, that was a good story, dude. Yeah, so that's what I was talking about with Robin Big. There was a picture floating around at one point, and my thighs looked like they're like...
Dude, if anyone listens to this down the road, whether it's this week or whenever, couple years, hit us up if you have that picture.
My boy Ainge used to have it, but everybody got different phones. I need to look in the cloud.
Dude, you're in the cloud somewhere, bro.
I am in the clouds. I'm probably on the freaking cover of a magazine somewhere.
They probably, you know what they did? FBI? The FBI's probably got that thing framed sitting on their wall.
Elway's probably got it above his fireplace. Yo, Ellie probably has it above his fireplace. I would. If I had that picture, I'd have that thing blown up.
Oh man, that was good. All right, so
yeah, that was the show, Robin Big. So that's how that's where we went on that tangent right there about Robin Big. But that's a true story, and it was a real fun time.
that's awesome.
Yeah, if you got it, flaunt it, bro.
Is that the craziest thing you've ever done?
If you got it, me?
Be honest, like where it was the most.
Listen, I don't get nervous very much.
Okay, so I'm not saying
I don't get nervous. Like if you go, like when I get nervous about something, I talk.
I get nothing but horse teeth. I can't believe.
No, that was probably from you away, but back to him.
Dude, I get nothing but horse teeth right now, bro. You're a loud guy.
And he's like, dude, shut up.
Shut the hell up.
And I'm like, no, horse teeth. Loving me.
Loving me right now.
My God. Because we had an inside joke about horse teeth, right, with him.
Oh.
Everybody does.
Yeah.
And so I was like, dude, get nothing but horse teeth right now. And he's like, dude, shut up. I'm like, horse teeth, the guy fucking loves me.
I can't believe it. Hey, John Elway, if you're listening to this right now, Joey Hollenbeck, J_Hollenbeck at Instagram. Follow. So that's not the craziest thing you've ever done, would you say? It's got to be up there.
I've done a lot of crazy shit, but listen, one thing that is, I like to make people laugh and I like to have a good time.
Right.
So, and you know that about me. So, that's probably one of the like crazier things I've done for a laugh or like a dare, but those guys weren't letting me lay that thing down. Like they weren't letting me like back out of that one. I would have looked like a bitch.
Yeah.
I was like,
so you had to do it.
And I don't do well when I like say I'm gonna do something and then I get called out on it and I have to do it.
Right.
But with that being said, I would say that the craziest thing I've ever done, I mean, I don't know, bro. Like that was probably up there. Like it was, but here's the thing. Like when I know that like, cause if I would have put that thing out there and like, just cause I lost or I said I was going to do it and they called me out on it and I went out there without the confidence, then I would have looked like an idiot. Right.
Completely
but
wrong.
You go out there and flaunt that shit.
You gotta fake it to make it, man.
I wasn't faking nothing, bro. Once I started to get the looks, I was like,
did you have a sock in there?
2.
Did you really?
No. Come on, bro. It was a large. There wasn't room for nothing in that thing. I think I want to say that like on the edges where my thighs and like where up by my hips, like you could see like the freaking elastic.
Wait a
like,
second.
popping out.
I have something in my head right now. I think I've seen before. Have I seen it?
No, well, it's not the same picture.
It's a red one.
No, it's not red, bro. Let me see if I can find a picture of it.
People listening are like, what are they talking about? I remember a back pic of you just like over the shoulder in a bathroom, in like a bathroom mirror, showing off.
No.
Is that you?
No, I don't even know what you're talking about.
Maybe that wasn't you.
Bathroom mirror, shoulder.
I need another beer.
Go grab it, bud.
I'm like hemmed in here.
You got a hemorrhoid? Is that what you just said?
I'm like blocked in here.
I'll find. Oh, actually, I know what it is. No, there's one. I did it with. I did it at Crescent Bar one too with Brad.
With Brad? What do you mean by with? You did what at Crescent Bar with Brad?
I pulled the Speedo out.
Shut the same one?
Yeah, I'm never getting rid of that thing. I still have.
You still got it?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I still got it. Every once in a while, I'll just throw that thing on. Surprise people.
Did Brad have horse teeth going?
Oh yeah, we got a full. We got a picture. I got a picture on the beach chugging a Coors Light, and I was actually drinking Coors Light back then.
Oh, you know why? It's because it's a great beer.
Average.
Great.
There's a picture with him standing next to me chugging a beer, and I got it blown up and framed it for him, and he's got it at his place at Crescent Bar, and I got one too on my beer fridge. At
really?
Bar. Yeah. I'll take a picture of it and send it to you next time I'm there.
Have your kids seen it?
Yeah, it's in my shed, like on the beer fridge.
Do they think you're weird? They're like, Dad.
No, they know me.
Have you done anything to embarrass them? Like, have you dropped them off at school like, bye, honey, have a great day, Dad loves you, or anything like that?
Not yet, but I can't wait.
Dude, I did that a couple times. Especially in middle school. It's when they start to distance themselves with you.
Yeah, that's when you mess it up.
That's when you go hard.
That's when we drop like some Q-tip as loud as it'll go. Drop them off at the door. Love you, kids, and I'm just like banging in the driver's seat. Boom, boom, boom.
If we ever have school again.
Yeah, right?
If that ever happens.
Yo, it's crazy. Like, yeah, it's stupid. Well, we're going to find out if we get a huge outbreak after all these riots.
Yeah, they said 21,000 more cases the past week because of after this started. It's like, okay.
Right.
Sure.
Right.
They're saying it's a blood disease now. Or the blood thing now.
Who? The who?
I don't know. I read something. Said it's a blood disease.
Hey, this is not a fearful podcast, so don't stop trying to strike fear into people.
I hear this randomly hits people, especially if they're just listening to me. It's like it comes from their ears when they listen to stuff.
They're not getting nothing but laughs out of this
Dude, that's true, dude. They're getting horse teeth. Dude, I'm telling you, that horse teeth thing is probably... Now, here's my top...
You ever do anything crazy? What's the craziest thing you've done? Don't... Okay, never mind. I'm not gonna hit. I'm gonna be a nice guy. Go.
Okay. Well, no, let me talk because I did have someone say there's too much Joey Travis. You need to talk more. It's okay, fine. That happens.
Is that even possible? Hey, this is Hollerin with Hollenbeck.
Talking with Trav. Craziest thing, I would say. I've done some crazy stuff, but nothing like that.
Like something that would be embarrassing to you, but you're like throwing yourself out there.
Okay, I thought it was funny that, this is like one of the last times in Vegas. There's always people that...
You hugged the guy in that green freaking Speedo thing?
No. I pretended I was a street performer at night. I was really drunk. And when girls, I have a video actually of these girls walking by.
I feel like you sent that to me when you were there.
I think I did.
You did.
And I was like, hey, like as if I was wanting to get like $5 or whatever, $10 or $2 for getting a picture with me, as if I had like the Batman suit on, or if I had like some sort of like cartoon character. And I was like, picture? And then Jamie, who was a great sport, she had my phone and would just take pictures of me or videos with me with these random people. And I would pretend like I was someone like they needed to take a picture with and hopefully get money from them. No one paid me though.
No shit.
No one paid me, believe it or not.
Hey, no shit.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's weird.
Yeah, and it also kind of like looked at me weird when I was trying to get a picture with them, but that's kind of whatever. Kind of felt like they knew who I was, but the full body cast guy. But but no, I don't know. I mean, like I did all my crazy stuff back in the day.
No, have you ever done anything crazy like that? Like I did. Come on. Anything crazy? I mean, I'm not talking about Crystal Mountain. I'm not talking about...
Okay, so, but it's all high school stories. It's like when I made my hair go crazy, and I felt so nervous even doing that. I had like...
Look at my hair right now.
I had crazy. I went like full on like egg yolk in it and went like for crazy hair day. Like it's stuff where you're like I had it.
Bro. That's what your craziest thing. You put an egg yolk in here. For crazy hair day? Come on. Dude. You gotta live more, bro. Hey, I gotta get you out of this place for like a month. You gotta get out of the Edom Claw, dude. Come on. What was your craziest thing you ever done? It was one time in high school for crazy hair day for Spirit Week. For Spirit Week. You're not gonna believe this. This was amazing. Before my hair fell out, I put egg whites in my hair. I went to school. It was so crazy. Bro, I gotta get you out of here. I gotta get you out of here. You gotta figure this out.
I'm dying. I'm literally dying.
Yo, you gotta figure this out, bro.
That's one crazy time for Spirit Week.
Bro, you gotta get out of here. I gotta get you out of Edom Club for a while. For real.
I'm literally hurting. I feel like I've done like 100 crunches. Like I'm dying.
Hey, you're welcome.
Dude.
Hey, you're welcome.
The funny thing is, guys, is we had to take like a break a couple times, and we're like, how are we going to end this thing? We got like 10 minutes left. And like the funniest thing of our entire podcast history, 41 episodes.
Disagree.
Just happened just now.
There's been funnier
Absolutely freaking hilarious. Oh my gosh, I'm dying.
That was your craziest thing? Really? That's what you come up with? Well, you got tears.
Okay.
Right? Dude, why you got tears?
I'm literally laughing my butt off. You know, I've had some crazy stuff happen that I can't talk about. Okay. I've done other things like no, I'm serious. Okay. Happened a couple years ago. Some people know what I'm talking about. But
I'd say the Four Loko story is pretty crazy.
Dude, okay, that was probably... Yeah, okay,
thank you. I totally redeemed yourself.
Thank you. Yeah, Four Loko story. Way better than yours.
No, the Spirit Week, though, was...
Oh, man.
Spirit Week one, though, was...
I don't know.
Fire. Spirit Week one was fire.
Here's what I mean by that, okay? This is where I was at crossroads in life, everybody. Listening in. I was at a crossroads, and I thought, do I want to be the normal guy who just kind of blends into the just, like, background? Or do I want to be the funny, crazy guy? Normal guy, crazy guy. Normal guy, crazy guy. And I'm sitting there, and I did my hair up crazy. I'm talking crazy. And I thought, and I sat there. Like, remember Static X? Remember how their hair was just, like, everywhere? Like, I was thinking, and so I'm sitting there. I'm a junior in high school, and I'm like, okay, I'm about to go in there. With this hair. Or I could drive home and just call in sick. No. I looked at myself in the rear view mirror. And I was looking back at myself, and I go, Travis, this is who you are. And I got out, and I walked through the hallway with my crazy hair.
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. For Spirit Week on Crazy Hair Day. That's crazy.
Oh, man.
Much love, though. You put yourself out there.
Hey, that's what you got to do sometimes, man.
You put yourself out there. That's good.
You got to get in the habit of that. I think people got to get in the habit of just putting yourself out there.
You got to put yourself out there. I always throw myself out there.
You got, dude, then you're old one day and you're looking back at all the regrets that I wish I did this or I wish I did that.
I don't ever want to have regrets.
And now you're not looking at that.
Let me talk to you about something. I don't ever want to have regrets on anything that I've ever done.
That's great.
That's like my goal. I have very little regrets, and I'm not going to have any regrets. That's my goal.
No regrets.
No regrets. And I got no regrets. It says it on the back of my truck. I just got a bad boy sticker on the back of it too.
Do you really?
No, come on, bro. No fear. No, but seriously. But seriously, on a serious note, like, why regret it? If you feel it, go get it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Here's the thing. If you feel it and go get it, sometimes that lands your ass in the jackpot. Sometimes
that's what I'm saying.
Sometimes.
Hey, that calculated risk we talked about a couple of pods ago.
There you go.
Changes your life.
Sometimes changes your life.
Got to go get it.
Go get it. Hey guys, listen. We love listener feedback. That's what we love to hear messages. Even if it's like, hey, I just listened to the last one, great pod. Or even say, hey, listen to the last one, terrible pod. We want to hear it. We want to hear who our listeners are, okay? We enjoy it. And so real quick shout out to the people that support us. Craig Bentley, Rachel Heater, Eric Madrid, Kellen Hall, Holly Graff. Those guys, in fact, those last three, we've got these different types of categories you can hit on Full Buddy Cast, Patreon. If buy us a beer, buy us a couple beers online, or just bring it to my house. We're fine with that. But one thing I want to bring up, because I know that Joey gets some feedback here and there, and we'll share it with each other.
A lot.
We'll screenshot each other. Like, hey, check this out. This is what this person sent, or this is what this person sent. Rachel Heater wanted to see the curls. She wanted to see the curls. I got to get a picture of these curls.
I don't blame her.
And Joey just takes a picture of himself just like driving around in his...
Send it to you.
Send it to me first. It was your, what do you call it? Scout, which is a convertible.
International Scout. It's like a Bronco, but it's a Scout.
And
it's like
just,
old school.
Wind in the hair, looking like, who's the Baywatch guy?
Hasselhoff?
You look like Hasselhoff driving that thing, man.
Come on, bro.
Looking like Hasselhoff in that thing. And sent out, who's hitting you up? Have you had anybody hit you up saying, hey, listen to the podcast?
You know what I get a lot of on like Instagram when I drop the thing is like people just be like, when I drop, like when I share it to my story, like people will like give me like praise hands and like different things. Like,
really?
Like random people you wouldn't think that would even listen to it.
Really?
Yeah, it's real.
Can we give any shout outs? Do we want to give any shout outs? Because the thing is like one of these things that if you guys listen, we want to shout you out.
I don't know I don't know everybody who listens, but like I just get like this is what
the praise hands.
I get the love. Yeah. I get love.
Get you the love.
People love it. I love you guys listening. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
I was pumped for tonight's.
Are you still?
Absolutely. I got one more in me.
You got one more in you?
Absolutely.
All right, guys. Well, we're about to shut this puppy off. Appreciate you guys listening. Oh, by the way, we got to take next week off anyways.
Why?
Because on Wednesday we got we might have a special little outing for us with some winners, with some raffle winners.
Okay.
So which is fine because
we'll do Tuesday night.
We've got some banked.
Hey, we'll talk about this off air.
Listen, you guys want to hear the behind the scenes stuff of this?
Hey, we'll talk about this off air. Maybe we'll go Tuesday night.
Okay. All right, everyone. Thanks so much for listening. Hit us up. Message us. Appreciate you.
Much love. Thank you for listening.
Thanks for that long pause.
Oh, you'll edit it.